Alright people, let's talk about wheels. More particularly, why I got these 190 wheels. So, these Cygnus wheels, which is what they're called, Cygnus, they pretty much come in two styles. One, 7.5 inch wide, they're about an offset of 37, and then the 8.25s, which are about an offset of 34. They do look identical, except sometimes I've noticed, I don't know where they buy them from, it doesn't have this sheer finish to it. If you look at it, it kind of has like that glow to it. That's quality to me. I like the machine finish more than anything else. But the other thing is, those aren't the only two set of wheels you can get for this car. You know, sky's the limit in terms of what wheels you want to get. To be honest, they're heavy. Like, I think they're like 24 pounds without tires heavy. They're not even forged. They're really nothing special. Even when I bought them from Mercedes, I remember I bought them for about $340 a pop back when I was making like $6.50 an hour. And I bought one wheel at a time and then afforded the tires later. But the point was, I had to have them. Even the dealer knew it. He was like, yeah, they're not the best looking, but you want them, right? And I was like, they are the best looking on this car. I personally think there's no other wheel that's better than that. I was thinking about ordering Volks, the TE37s, which happen to be in the basement, so I can weigh those too. But nothing is better than the OE. The reason why I got these, they're 17 by 7.5, like I said, is mainly because of the look, the offset, which I know you can replicate, but also the fact that you got to plan for the brakes behind it and the way it's tucked. If I got the 8.25s, it wouldn't be tucked like this. Yeah, I'm that picky. I want to tuck just that much because that low look looks real good. But if you get 8.25s, which I've seen people do, the tire will rub on this fender lining right here, and you got to raise the car up, and it doesn't look as good. I know you can't really tell in videos, but when I pull up next to someone else, that's when you can really tell. Also, right now, I'm running the 295s on there from the 94 E420, which are brakes. We can talk about that in some other video later. Good thing about these wheels is same size all the way around, so you don't have to worry about a staggered. I'm running Redestein tires on these, which are the all seasons. They're actually really good, like very well rounded, like quiet, capable, whatever. But they're tires. We're talking about wheels. So if I were to ever consider any other wheel that Mercedes makes for this car, it would be the CLK 320 wheels, the Steelies that they have, the 7-spoke. Yeah, they're not as good looking, but they're stupid light. So you get performance there. The only other issue is they're not 17s. They're 16 by 7s. So again, brake issues. With these on, I'm able to put on the SL600 from the R129, 320 millimeter brakes on there, which do fit, but since I got the 7.5s, I bought 10 millimeter spacers to make them fit. Was it worth it? Yeah, because I only put the 10 millimeter spacers on the front. I didn't have to put them in the rear. So that way I get a wider track in the front. It's a little bit dartier, but in the rear, I didn't have to put the spacer on it, so I still get the tuck. Yeah, a little extra, but that's just the type of person I am. If you're gonna do something like a car like this, you gotta do it right. People usually give me grief about how much money and time I spend on it, but if they got it, they would understand, but they don't, so they won't. So yeah, I'm gonna pull these off. We're gonna get them weighed to see how much they are in terms of total weight. But yeah, like I said, first mod I've ever done on the car was the wheels. It's a must have. I know they're out of stock, they don't sell them anymore. When I bought them for like $340, $320 a wheel, now they're like $500, maybe $600 if you're lucky. Places like Becker's and things of that nature, they have them, but they're on back order, which is like, you're never gonna get them. So if you can find them in good shape, jump on it. If you can't, they're kind of hard to finish correctly, but might be worth it anyways, because you'll see people paint them and try to make the most out of it. And I can't fault them for that, because even Mercedes like paints wheels now, like these gray ones on my CLK 63, they come from the factory like that. So I can't really hate people who paint these. So, but yeah, I'm gonna get these weighed. We'll see what the deal is. Now that we got them off, let's figure out how much these things weigh on the scale. So this automatically zeroes out, so I'm not gaming the system. Pick one of these up, see how heavy they really are. Hold it steady on there. 43.6. Pretty heavy, as I said. But whatever. If you think you're gonna be the fastest, you're wrong. So you might as well look good while you're enjoying your car. Let's get these things back on. Side note, there is another set of wheels that I contemplate from time to time in terms of picking up, but they're also really hard to find. They're the original DTM era rally series kind of style wheels. They're the OZs. So I'm not exactly a forum. I don't exactly spit everything the truth. You guys can Google it yourself, same way I'm Googling stuff right now. But the OZ wheels for the Evo 1, they do look pretty enticing. I have no idea how you're ever gonna get them unless you get them custom made. And at that point, if I'm going custom, I might as well just get the same 6-spoke ones that I have custom. But it could be a nice look. I figured maybe doing that, if I ever make a bunch of money, to just have the rally series for the winter wheels and then have these for the summer. It's pie in the sky type stuff, but it would be nice to have. So if I ever come across them, you'll see them on here. Just because I said I would, we're gonna weigh these. They're actually 19s, so I expect them to be way more than whatever the 16 valve wheels were. So let's just throw it up on here with tires on it. If the scale wants to work. What was that? 36.2. 38.2. Correction. So 38.2 for 19s. And my 17s weigh more than that. That's with tires on. So let's see how much this thing weighs without tires. And why they cost so freaking much money. Oh, let's get it on here. No, that doesn't seem right. Zero it out. £19.2 with no tires. That's impressive. Very impressive. Alright, so there you guys have it. The Volk wheels are substantially lighter. They're 19 by 10s and they weigh 5 pounds less than Evo wheels that are 17 by 7.5. So performance-wise, number-wise, obviously Volks have to step up. Cost-wise, they're obviously double the price. In terms of performance, it's the winner. In terms of looks, I still personally prefer the Evo wheels over the Volks, but they're very similar because they're the 6-spoke. If I had my way, I would probably end up getting the Evo 1 kit with 18 inches on the Evo style, but custom made and forged. Obviously that's if you have a ton of money and it's working for you. So yeah, that I think is personally my favorite. The rally wheels would be nice to have in the winter, but I don't really drive it in the winter, and I don't really rally it. So you guys know the rarity and whatnot, so why would I do that to the car? So yeah, I figured next video we can probably talk about either the Evo 1 kit, Evo 2 kit, or the Carbon Center. So we'll figure it out, and I'll post it whenever we have a video. Take care.